Like, nah, yo, Nas is done, yo. No,
Point
rapping wise, musical wise,
right now,
artist wise, style wise, thought wise, that nigga ain't fucking with Nas, son. I'll tell that nigga to his face, bro.
This is SouLivate.
but Nas is international though.
Yeah, but Jim is on that New York shit, son. You know Harlem niggas, son. Word up. Harlem niggas think like they run the world, son. Word up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, nigga, Nas is the prototype of everything right now. Word up.
Clarify that.
Nas made an album that didn't have no love songs on it, and it changed music.
Wow.
To the point it was so good that when he finally made a pop song, everyone got mad at him. It's like when Jimi Hendrix used to play the acoustic guitar. Mm-hmm. When he went to a show and he brought an electric guitar out, everyone got mad. Because they're like, you're supposed to be the purist. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be the nigga, like, let the nigga grow, yo. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, yo, Nas is done, yo.
So, but still, do you agree even a little bit with the point?
No, rapping wise, musical wise,
right now,
artist wise, style wise, thought wise, that nigga ain't fucking with Nas, son. I'll tell that nigga to his face, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nigga, Jay-Z ain't fucking with Nas, yo. And Jay that nigga, yo. He ain't fucking with Nas, yo. They all know that, though. Styles P said it. Styles P when 21 Savage said Nas ain't relevant. Styles was on an interview with Math Hoffa. And Styles like, yo, Nas is the golden child of rap, yo. Everything we're doing is because of Nas. Like, bro, come on, son. There's two instances in my life where I felt the world spin around me. It was when I heard it was written, and when my daughter was born, when I watched the doctor lift her up.
These are like, you're comparing, you know, obviously you're loved. You for people to understand, Alpha adores his daughter. So for you to compare these moments, like, that's crazy.
No, it's yo, son. I was in Park Hill, right? We in the projects. I'm sitting down in front of the TV. It was like music video boxes on, or one of them shits, Rap City. And I'm sitting down, and It Ain't Hard to Tell came on. Yo, everything froze. Like, I don't know how to explain it, son. And I felt like world spinning. I'm like, oh shit. And like, I'm like, whoa. And when Jubilee was born, when I went to the window, because May called, and May was like, yo, my water broke. And I'm like, I don't know what that meant. So I was with Terrence, Will, and Joey. Terrence like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, she said her water broke. He's like, nigga, that means the baby about to come. So we go to the hospital, and I'm sitting there, and she had to have a C-section because Jubilee was too big to be pushed out. And I just saw the doctor lift Jubilee up, yo, and the same shit happened. Everything froze, and I felt the world turning. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, niggas can't tell me shit about Nas, bro.
You know,
because that's the two important births in my life: the birth of me wanting to rap and the birth of my daughter.
You know when what musically made an impact like that on me was when I got home. This was I was in just because I was 13 in high school, you know what I'm saying? So when I came home and it was BET was playing Where My Dog's At, bro. Keep talking about that. And just the way hip hop was, because that's when hip hop was becoming like super materialistic, you know, and cars and girls, and like, and then I see this like black and white video where motherfuckers on a stage, he got the overalls, just the one shit like he got the Timbs on, and and he got this voice. Like, for me, DMX and Ace have the strongest hip hop voices of all time. I've always said
they do.
So when I seen this shit, I was like, next day I got the overall, like got the Timbs on.
Yo,
Like,
Poop too though.
yeah, well, yeah, but to me, like Ace and DMX, as far as like voices, those, you know, when you hear that pain and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like those really deep like voices, man.
Okay, bet.
So look, since you talked about my expert opinion, shout out to Matt Hoffa, man.
Word up.
Lately they had this debate on my expert opinion. So basically Matt Hoffa is asking this. He's asking who could go against Jay-Z in the verses. So what he's saying is that no one can go against Hove in a verses. We all
That's
know
not
this.
true.
Okay,
That's
so
not true.
what do you think about
Because like a lot of shit Nas did whole bit. A lot of shit Jadakiss did whole bit. Like, nah, yo.
But you know,
Hove is a dope MC, but the thing with Hove just is charismatic. And he's super intelligent. So it's hard to like get a whack verse from him because he's intuitive. You know what I'm saying? But nah, son.
Let me remind everyone that a verses, it's not like a verses goes hit for hit.
Hit for hit. All right, let me see. I
Hit
think
for
Mace,
hit.
bro.
Mace?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, but you think Mace has an extensive enough catalog to go against Hove?
John. Well, I don't know, son, but I don't care about your hits, bro. I care about your verses, bro.
Yeah, but it's
you can have a dope hook and your verse be trash, yo. Hove got a lot of songs where the hook is dope and the verses is like minuscule. You know what I mean? Word up, yo.
You know I never been a Jay-Z fan. I was never a fan before like Nas thing. Like I was never a Jay-Z fan. I never liked Jay-Z. But the verses, again, like it's concentrated on hits, like how many hits you got and who you can go against.
Yo, check it. What Jay-Z song can top? Now, who's hot? Who not? Tell me who rock? Who sell out in the stores? Who cop the new drop?
I can tell you what song.
More money, more problems. What Jay-Z song is better than that?
I thought about it, man. New York State of Mind or Empire State of Mind. Like
the one with Alicia Keys?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Nah.
Bro, that shit blew the whole
Come on,
world.
son. Then you got Biggie on it. B.I.G. P.O.P.P.A. No info for the DEA. Come on, nah, son.
Yo,
you know that was Mace's song. But when Biggie walked in the studio, he heard the beat and he just was like, B.I.G. P.O. And Mace was like, this is about to be this nigga's song.
Yo, I met Mace, right? Yeah, we even got a picture together and shit, man.
Nice.
And it's a funny story because Mace came to the store, obviously, and I don't want to talk shit about Mace. Like
it's cool. Niggas got issues. Mace is arrogant anyway, so let me hear it.
Look, he was cool. He was nice. He was like, you know, humble and all of that. Like he was actually one of the nicest dudes I met. But he came asking if he could borrow a chain. Like I don't want to blast his business out there, but it was the mate because again, I remember Ace as a little kid as this superstar. What you're talking about, you got to remember Mace did the shit that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then he did 24 Hours to Live. You remember that shit?
He had the best verse. Him and DMX.
Bro, like that's Murder Mace. A lot of people get it twisted that he became a pastor and all that. He was Murder Mace, bro. He brought a lot of cats like the Diplomats, Cameron, and all of that. They was all running under Mace and shit, bro. Like
Mace, the one that Cam. Yo, it's funny. Cam just did the Talk with Flea Cam podcast. Mace came through. It was him, Mace, and Max V. They got the interview. It's on the internet now. And Cam said it. Cam was like, Mace, they will all be like, damn, everyone's popping. Queens popping, Nas and them, Staten Island popping, Brooklyn popping. He's like, what's up with Harlem? Even Bronx, pun all them. And he was like, Mace fucking opened the floodgates for Harlem, son.
Yo, Harlem is not uptown. Harlem is not even a borough, man. People forget
No,
this shit.
Harlem is Manhattan.
Exactly. It's not even a borough, but yo, you know
That's
what's
how thorough it is.
yeah, you know what's crazy about Uptown, man? Like I met this one French designer and shit, right? Like when I was on the block, when I was on 47th, right? So and he's, you know, some he worked with some of the biggest, you know, fashion designers in the world. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, where do y'all in Europe get the inspiration for the clothes that you making? He looked at me, he said, yo, Nas, we go to Harlem.
Look at that shit. Yo, son, I got a story.
Go ahead.
Yo, I had like 1,100 on me, yo. And me and Ace, we like, yo, we got to flip this shit, son. So I'm like, nah, this one, ecstasy was popping. So we like, yo, we gonna go cop some E, yo. We go to Harlem, right? We in the projects in Harlem. It's like off 140th or something. It might have been in Cam's building because we was right on like 140th and Lenox, yo, around there. You know what I mean? And we go in the building, you know, we meet the nigga on the street. You know what I mean? Like, he's, I bet, I got you. So we go in the building, we in the hallway. Ace look at me like, nigga, we in the hallway, son.
SouLivate.
I'm like, you know, like whatever, you know. So the nigga like, hold up. He go upstairs, he come back down. He's like, hold on, my man coming with the shit. And he go upstairs, he come back down with a different shirt on.
Oh,
Me
shit.
and Ace look at each other. Then he go upstairs again. I'm like, yo, son, we got to dip. These niggas about to rob us, son. We just dip, son.
Oh, so you never got your shit.
No, we got it, but from Trenton.
Oh, okay. Yo,
Some like Spanish nigga in Trenton.
yo, you know what's funny about the ecstasy days? And again, we're not glorifying this shit, but I was talking to somebody about this shit. I'm like, yo, picture this shit, right? It's the year 2000. I'd go to the hood and shit in Trenton, right? Like the hood, and it's the gas station. It'd be like 12 midnight and shit, right? I'm like, picture this. I'm like, picture this. Motherfuckers is pulling up to the gas station, right? They hop out, they whips, and the first thing you see is these gangster looking motherfuckers. It's like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, I love you, man. Like,
Oh my God.
hugging it out and shit. And like, yo, it was a crazy time. You remember how everyone was eat out and shit, bro? Like 2000, 2001, yo, that shit is crazy, man.
You know what I figured out later? Because that shit got heroin in it.
Yeah.
That's why it make you feel good.
Yeah, it was mixed. The way it's not MDMA, so they used to mix everything in it. You know, they had a little coke, heroin,
coke, everything,
acid,
son.
like, everything.
Word up.
But
I remember one time, like, I always, yo, you remember me and you? Like, I had got dope and we just got mad ease. We hopped in the whip. We went to South Street and then we went in the store and I had the CD that Rebel Clan made. We was playing the CD and we were sitting in front of the store while they was playing it.
Yes, sir.
Word up.
Yo, you know what's one of my illest memories, man, is it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, man, and I'm in Newtown and shit, and you hit me, yo, you like, yo, Nas, you up? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm about to come through. So you come.
Because I found a bag of E's.
Yeah, so you get me, right? Yo, so we pop this shit, but we go back to Bristol Gardens and shit, and we park up, and you're like, yo, Nas, I'll be right back. So by the time you coming back, that shit hit me, and Reasonable Doubt Cannot Live comes on. Yo, incredible,
son,
man.
I had the speaker. I used to like, when I was like, I had 2 jobs and I was hustling. So I had money everywhere in the house, yo. In my sneakers, in my Timbs, everywhere. I would stash money in the speakers. And one day Ace, like, he would stash it in the speakers too. Ace opened the speakers and he found a knot. And he knew it was mine. He's like, out of you. But I didn't care about money. I'm like, yeah, but keep it, son. Do your thing. And he's like, bet. So one day I just go to the speaker. I'm like, and I picked it up. It's like 30 E's in a bag. And I'm like, yo, let me hit Nas, yo. Word up.
Crazy, bro. I remember.
For real, yo. That's when I hit you. I'm like, yo, son, yo, I'm coming through, yo. For real.
Again, we're not glorifying this shit, but
of course not. It's childhood, yo.
Check it out, man. Like, I want to know your opinion on this, right? Because I met a lot of you know, a lot of the people that we looked up to, you know, in the game. Like I met a lot of these dudes, you know, being in you know, the diamond industry and everything. So, and I always tell this story that because I met DJ Khaled, I met you know, a lot of these cats, man, the whole G Unit and shit, like, and the only person that was like humble and down to earth to the point where wow, this is a good person was Tretch from Naughty by
Yo,
Nature.
you told me that. You
Yeah,
told me that.
yeah, man. So my question is, do you think that a lot of these artists, because Jim Jones also, he was super weird. Like I don't even
Yo,
like
chill, son.
this guy was so, I'm sorry, man. I hate to break people's heart and shit. Like, and plus, yo, Busta Rhymes broke my heart. I told you this, right?
Yo, you told me about him, yo.
And like imagine that, like Busta to us was like, you know, this Bust, like I loved him. I loved his movies, everything. But my question is, do you think that a lot of these artists, a lot of these iconic artists, do you think that they always had this nature, or do you think that the game made them this way?
Nah, son. I learned something about money, yo. And I learned something about fame, yo. Like, that's why I love Ace, yo. And even you, like, attention isn't something you crave, especially when you're getting it. So I think, like, money and fame only brings out who you are.
Wow.
Word up. Like, yo, bruh, like, I was on the phone with Carol, like, yesterday, my wife, and I'm just like, bruh, girls been like, yo, there was this girl in sixth or seventh grade, one of them. She was one of them her name was Edwina. She was one of them girls that was already having sex and everything. And I'm in like sixth, seventh grade. Yo, this girl like will be in class in front of everyone trying to get me to sleep with her, yo. She'd be spreading her legs, pulling up her like pants, but she wouldn't do it to no one else. And I've been like, and it's just something in my spirit. It's like attention always been like, the only thing I ever wanted attention from was like rap. And I had to learn, like, do you rap for attention or do you rap because you want to rap? And once I learned that, I was like, I want to rap. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when rap became fun.
Yeah. Yo, I know that you don't. Oh, by the way, what we say in like what Slavic people say on that note is, if you truly want to find out someone's nature, you either get him drunk or give him a lot of money. So what you said is, you know, it's true, man. Brings out, you know, who you really are. But what I want to know is and I know you don't like to talk about this because you don't like to talk about all the racial shit. But what do you think about, you know, and this is not brand new spanking news, but this keeps like, you know, surfacing on the internet. What do you think about a claim that Lord Jamar made that a white rapper can never be considered as one of the greatest? Because and let me expand on this, is because the argument is that mariachi music, right? It's Mexican. Like only someone that is Mexican can be the great at it, you know, because they have it in their DNA. So based on that, like what do you think claims that a white rapper such as an Eminem can never be considered as the greatest of all time for that simple fact that
He probably never had a white friend. Like, yo, when I was in Park Hill in the project, son, in Staten Island, like there was a kid, Danny, a white kid. That was like my best friend. He would come to my building and we were in class together. I'll go to his building. He lived in off Steuben Street. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think like, that's why I feel like racism isn't something that should be considered if you haven't experienced a race. You know what I'm saying? Like I had his mom, all of them never treated me foul, nothing, yo. Like, so like, I don't think, and Lord Jamar, I think he's from Brooklyn. Like, he probably never had a white friend. So he never like
he's
experienced love from like, you know what I mean? To where like he could be like, nah, yo, And like M the illest, yo. He can't rap better than M. He knows that. So it's like, what are you talking about? How are you gonna say a person can't be accepted in your sport and they're better at the sport than you? It don't make no sense. That's basically just hate. He hating.
Yeah,
That's
well,
hate, yo. For real.
just to be factual, Lord Jamar is actually from New Rochelle, which is like right outside of Yonkers and shit. And
What's
like,
that, Long Island?
yeah, it's like Long Island and shit. And he talked about that, you know, he basically grew up in the suburbs, but he would go to the hood to, you know, kick it
Oh, that's I
with
ain't even gonna say that's even worse because I grew up in the suburb too, but I
yeah,
grew up in the projects too. So
he you know
Word.
and plus look, I always say this, like, we're not taking nothing away from Brand Nubian, like, you know, they made a huge impact on hip-hop overall, which leads me to, like, we're gonna stay off this race shit. D1 has recently made a post bringing up a very interesting fact that for the first time in 20 years there is not one hip hop song on the Billboard Top 100 list, and he's saying that he's happy about it. He's saying it happened because hip hop is becoming more and more consumerism and demonic and evil, and like all
So
we're
that's
doing is
good then.
glorifying the evil. So what do you think about that two-side question that for the first time in 20 years, not one song, not one hip-hop song is on the Billboard Top 100, and the fact that the game is becoming so evil, man?